This is JackieZ, and today we're going to talk about making your own patterns. How many of you have been on Pinterest and you've seen these? They're drawings. They're more like a mechanical drawing. They're generally in centimeters. And you look at them and think, I wish I could do that. Well, you can. This right here is what I did and what I drew, and I'm going to show you how I did this. Now, the first step in this video is actually going to be dealing with this. I have other videos that will be doing these, but for this, we're going to do a fat quarter zipper bag, and it's going to have box pleats. That bag looks like these. This is a box pleat. What you need for this is tracing paper, copy paper to draw on. You need something to draw your pattern off. Grid paper. I love grid paper. This is just a piece of copy paper. And so, at this point, I want you to stop the video. I use ghost grid dot paper, but I'm forever drawing something up. There's no use. These are wonderful because it has this, but you don't have to have it. All you have to do is this, and I want you to take right now and stop the video and draw off just this. For those of you who use centimeters, there's your centimeters, and then restart the video. Okay, glad you're back. There's what we're working on, and this is what your pattern is going to look like when we get done. This is what the drawing is going to be, and this is the exact size. I'm going to draw this off on freezer paper. Freezer paper, for those of you in the States, it comes in the, it's where the Ziploc bags and all of that kind of stuff is in your local market. And you can see I buy a big old thing of it. Oh, the first thing we're going to do is draw off that 14.5 inch right there. I've got my, I'm a professional long arm quilter, and so I have a few toys. You do not have to have this. You can do this on newspaper. You can do this on the back of wrapping paper, whatever you have. Don't feel like you need to run out and buy a bunch of stuff to do it, because you don't have to. Now, I do tend to line things up on a grid, but that's just me. We're going to take and mark this at 0. And I'm going to try to stay out of your screen, and at 14.5. And that's imperial measurement. And I'm sorry, that's a United States measurement. And we're going to draw that mark right there. And you can see I just have one line. You can also see that I reminded myself, because I'm forever forgetting to do this, to mark the halfway point. And half of 14.5 is 7 1/4. And we're doing that because we want to know where that half a pattern is. Now I'm going to take the next measurement that we're going to do is this one right here, and that is 8 inches. So I'm going to take this. There's my center mark, but I'm not even really worried about center at this point. That's 9 inches, not 8 inches. That helps. And I'm just going to take and do this. I'm just going to make marks at 8 inches. And I'm doing it this way for those of you who don't have a quilter's ruler, so that you know that you don't have to have anything fancy to be able to do this. I've lined this up. I've lined my 8 inches up at this, and I'm going to draw all the way out to here. You see what we've got? The reason I did this is because the pattern calls for the 10-inch top at the zipper right here. So we're going to mark. Now, it would be easy to think that you're going to put that on that and mark 10 inches. Well, that's way off yonder. Or do it the other way. We need to mark from the pattern 10 inches, that's half here and half here. So, because I'm directionally challenged, I generally line the 5 up. I make a mark at 0, a mark at 10, and then I draw my line. So now we have 2 parallel lines and a line that comes in between. Next, we're going to take and we are going to draw this line that connects the edge points. Now there's no measurement on those, so we're just going to draw that line. As I tease my grandkids, blunk, and we just draw that line. And now you can see we have a basic pattern. If you wanted to stop right there, that is a usable zipper pouch pattern. The next thing we're going to do is mark this 1.5 inch by 2 inch pleat. Now that is the measurement for the box pleat, and if you don't understand that, don't worry about it. We're going to go over it in a video, in a later video. So just go ahead and take my word and mark it. And we're going to work down here in the screen as I bump my camera. And we are going to line up the 2 inch. I'm going to put this here so you can look at it and see what I'm doing. The 2 inch lines up here, not down here. See, there's 2 inches there. And I'm just going to mark it to show you the difference. And there is 2 inches there. It's just about 1/4 inch. Now, see, here's my 1 1/2. Oops, well, that's 1 3/8. That's not good. There's my 1 1/2 for this measurement, and there's my 2 for this one. What happens if you mark this instead of that? Just do it on the other side. It'll be fine because it's your box pleat and there's nobody going to be judging it. So there's the final, and there's the final right there. And you have now, with just a ruler and a set of measurements, made your own zipper pouch pattern. So, give it a try. This is JackieZ, and I'll be back later with what we're going to do with this pattern. Y'all have a good day.